Hi guys! So it's been a long time since I posted a video and I apologize for that. So much has gone on. Just to recap, I got to Texas in March. 3 days after getting here, I had a scooter accident where I ripped my shoulder apart. It actually separated. The shoulder separated from the collarbone. Had surgery, got that fixed. It's mostly back. It's still, it's not 100%, but we're getting there. I hope, eventually. That said, that happened just like a couple of days before I was scheduled to take the boat to the boatyard and begin working on it. So that still happened. I still got it over there, and instead of doing the work myself, I ended up having to pay a bunch of people to do that, and that cost a fortune, and it's very seldom that anybody ever does a job as well as you would do doing it for yourself. So that's all behind us now. I'm not going to dwell on that. I can tell you that I got brand new engine mounts on the engine. The engine did not need to be rebuilt. That was fantastic news. Got a brand new diesel generator because the old one was completely seized. Got a new fresh water system because the old one had about that much organic stuff built up in the bottom. It was horrible, and it wasn't going to be fixed. You can't clean an Island Packet water tank. It's just not going to happen. So we ended up ripping that out, taking the floor out, ripping that out. It had to be cut into 3 pieces to get out. It was so large, 180 gallons. We went back in with an 80-gallon water tank, and because that's 100 gallons smaller than before, I went ahead and got a water maker so I can keep that full as I travel. What else did we do? Oh, a solar system, brand new solar system. I have 1,200 watts of solar panels up there. Gosh, I have 4 300 amp hour lithium batteries down below. They're working great. I picked up some things here that I'm going to use along the way. Like, for example, I discovered on the trip out here that getting propane when you're traveling is not easy to do. This boat has 2 10-gallon propane tanks that are for the oven and the stove, and it also has those brown ones right there, 2 6-pound tanks for the grill, and then I carry a 20-pounder too. The 20-pounder was really to run a generator that I bought because my diesel generator wasn't working, so I bought a dual fuel generator that ran on gasoline and ran on propane. It ran so much better on propane. It was quieter, it didn't smell as bad, and I didn't have to carry as much gas. So I really like that. But I sold that, and I got I kept the 20-pound propane, thinking I'll probably need it somewhere down the road. So we'll see how that works out. I am in the process of getting surround for the cockpit, so I'll have isinglass all the way around, and when it's breezy and lots of bugs are out, I can roll the isinglass up so the breeze comes through, but I've got the screen down so it'll keep the bugs out. That will also allow me, on days like today, right now that surround is not up, it's still being made. The bugs can get in here, and to have the companionway open is a dangerous thing, because if I don't get it closed up in the right time in the evening, bugs like you would believe come in. So I'm trying to get past that, and I'll get that surround up and it'll be great. I also got all new running rigging, not standing rigging, running rigging. So all my lines, all my sheets, all my halyards, everything is brand spanking new. When they were taking my boat out of the water, they had to take off the rolling furler on my jib, and when they did, they broke it. It was one guy, a particular blonde-headed curly guy, didn't say anything, he just broke it and snuck off. And as I was putting it back together, I discovered it, so I had to get that fixed too. And that actually didn't cost very much. It was good to get that fixed. So now everything's ready. I'm ready, and in fact, we left Texas 7 days ago today. We are currently we left Rockport 7 days ago. It took us 4 days to get out of Texas. We're sitting at Minetau River, I think is what it's called, M-E-N-T, M-E-N-M-E A-N-T-A-U, I don't know, Minotaur River, something like that. Great anchorage. I love it, except for the fires that's going on and blocking out the sun. But anyway, we're going to be here tonight. Tomorrow we go to Shell's Morgan Landing, where we'll get more fuel, and then we'll continue our trip east. The videos that you're going to see are the little snippets that I have that kind of make sense. It took me forever to find my GoPro, and now that I have it, I've just spent literally the afternoon trying to tape this because the microphone doesn't work. So I'm hoping the audio that you have on this is okay. I'm going to have to buy another camera, and it's not going to be a GoPro. They are just terrible. I've heard nothing but complaints from people that buy them. I don't know how GoPro stays in business. I mean, the later generations you get, the worse they are. So I think I'm probably going to get a DJI so I can make reasonably good videos. That being said, you're going to see the first couple of segments is going to be the Rockport Marina. Very, very short. The next couple of videos is going to be building the frame for the solar panels, and then we're switching over to coming out. We're working our way out of Texas to here. Hope you enjoy them. Like I said, I'm going to do my very best to try and keep up either once a week or once every other week, depending on how much content I can get while I'm single-handed. So enjoy. Thank you for watching. Appreciate y'all. Bye. Good morning, everybody. I am in Rockport, Texas, and I just wanted to give you a quick view of the Rockport Marina. Hopefully you can hear me over the wind. The wind is always blowing out here. Yeah. So there's not much to this marina. It's literally just a big circle that they dredged out. There's Katie, slip number 61. She's coming along just fine. Tomorrow we're going to take the stainless steel arch off the back and all of the canvas in preparation for building a frame for 4 large solar panels. We'll install the frame on the arch, and then I'll back the boat in so we have stern to the sidewalk up here, and then we'll reinstall the arch with the solar panels and the frame on there. Then we'll install the rest of the solar later on. So yeah, it's kind of nice out here. It's hotter than the dickens, and the wind is always blowing. Which, if you're a sailboat, I guess the wind blowing is kind of nice, but if you're in a harbor in a slip and you want to kind of relax a little bit, that's not so nice. I can tell you that my boat heels over most of the time, and that's just no fun. So, a lot of sculptures here. A lot of sculptures. Dolphin one's kind of nice. So back out here at the Rockport Harbor again, and this is the expansion they're doing, and you can see this breakwater goes down there for quite some ways. I'd say maybe a quarter mile or so. This is the stuff they're using to build it. Kind of interesting, kind of interesting. This is the Rockport Yacht Club. It's got the same markings for the slips as the municipal marina. Certainly got wider spots. This looks to be just all shrimp boats. There's a sailboat here and there. I would not want this slip no matter what. My gosh, you're just getting broadside with the wind. Whew. And here's the Rockport Yacht Club Harbor. established 1969. Now, boy, if there's a slip I could have, and it would be okay, it's this very first one right here where the sailboat is. Super protected. Look at that. It's wide enough to get me in. Very protected. There's nobody out here. No reason anybody should be out here. So any car that pulls up, you can just run them off. Boy, now look at this here trimaran. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can. But the spreaders are actually pointing, yeah, right there, directly at me. That's the spreaders. That mast is twisted something fierce. Wow. And then all these are just more shrimp boats over here. I'm not exactly sure what this building, oh, this building is an education center. So I don't know what they do in there. I'll have to go look it up. Anyway, here's our seawall. Looking out, that is Aransas Bay. And I don't know if you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shrimp boats way out there, probably 2 miles away. But that's a little jetty for fishing. This bay right here, this little, whatever you call this thing, is super, super shallow. You could probably walk out. Well, I don't know if you see on the other side of that jetty over there, but on the other side you could walk out for almost 3/4 of a mile and only be up to your knees. Okay, so that there is Steve the troublemaker. Anyway, this is our new design. So you can see it's going to set down in there just a hair, little protection. I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but there's a little in there. Here's our first panel. Here's our second panel. Here's our third and last panel. This is where the fourth panel would have gone, but it's just too wide. So we're going to move this bar up to here, weld it in, cut these off, and then this will be it. Then we'll start working on the way to mount that over here. Oh my goodness, it's hot. Over here to the arch. So the arch up here is going to be one end, and then going straight down that way, the other end will hang about 2.5, 3 feet off the back. 2.5, 3 feet past this. Oops. 3.5, 2 feet past that guy. So there you have it. And just to give you an idea, this is where we're working in. This is Richard the Welder's house, and this is Richard the Welder's workshop. And let me tell you what, it is hot. Whew. Okay, back to work. Yeah, we messed up, so we're having to extend it out a little bit. So what we did was, somehow or another, we got this too short. So now we're extending it the way it ought to be. That's Richard the Welder. again. Sorry for the delay. Getting through that boatyard with the surgery on my shoulder and everything else, that was not fun. It was not easy. The last couple of days it's been kind of an ordeal getting out of Rockport. I'm coming up on the Elder Bridge here in Louisiana, so we got through Texas without too much trouble. I do still have an issue. Actually, it's a new issue that came up in that my engine batteries are blowing a circuit anytime I get out of idle. And if I don't manage that, the engine batteries die, and then I have to use the house batteries to keep things going. So anyway, that said, we're moving. I'm going to show you some barges we're passing here in the ditch in just a bit. So thanks for coming back and thanks for watching.